water sports,
Wilderness.
wild adventures. The Palm Beaches has it all. Hey, on the Towners, I'm Frank Licari, and today we'll paddle an historic river, do a downward dog with some furry friends, and even go out on an African safari. I might even try my hand at kite surfing. So come with me as we experience the great outdoors on this episode of On the Town in the Palm Beaches.
This program is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches. Visit thepalmbeaches.tv for more information.
From paddleboard yoga in Jupiter to beachfront Zumba classes in Boca Raton, the Palm Beaches offer a variety of ways to get in shape and stay fit. But I bet you've never tried a yoga class quite like this one. It involves a couple of goats, and it's not a bad way to relieve some stress.
Now we'll come back into a seated position.
Ah, my favorite.
Your favorite, with your legs out front.
Corinne, I'm a city boy, and I showed up today and I was greeted by 2 donkeys.
Yes.
And now I'm surrounded by a plethora of goats.
We will
explain to me what is happening right
cure you
now.
of being a city boy, I promise.
Explain to me what we're doing here today.
This is goat yoga.
Why goat yoga? Like, why yoga with goats? What's the...
The aspect of it for us is the idea of leaving the rest of the world outside the gate for a little while. We're so closed in and so tied to our technology and wrapped up in our own little world that it's just an opportunity to open up and connect with being outside and with animals who are real and just doing what they do. It's fun, it's lighthearted, they make you laugh.
They do.
And hopefully people leave with that and can take it back to their real worlds for a little while. We hold our classes at U Farm, which is on the corner of Seminole Pratt and Southern Boulevard, just a little bit north of Southern.
Yep. Now, do you cart the goats over there? Do you bring
Yes.
them? You do?
Yes.
Put them in a trailer and bring them over?
We have a van that has crates in it.
Goat van.
So they can, a goat van.
Wow.
Yep, absolutely. And the Goatmobile.
And then you let them free and they do this.
They do this. They hang out and they do their thing. Some of them like to jump on people.
Yeah.
Some of them will sleep in the middle of the mat for the whole class.
I have seen that. That's
So,
good.
yeah.
Baby goats are just the beginning of our quest for outdoor adventure. Up next, a theme park that's downright wild. How long has the Lion Country Safari been here?
We've been here for over 50 years now. We opened in 1967. We have over 90 different species, so anything as large as like a rhinoceros or a giraffe to small little reptiles and birds. We have a really great mission here where conservation and education are really important to us. So we kind of work on connecting people to animals to kind of change the world.
It's amazing. When you drive in, you feel like it's like Jurassic Park almost, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you feel like they're in their natural, and I've never actually seen a giraffe this close.
This close.
How interactive can I get with the animals? Because obviously I was feeding a giraffe, which was cool.
It depends on the species. So we have the feeding experiences here with the giraffes, with some of our bird species too, such as the budgies and the lorikeets. But with most of the species, they are wild animals, so we create kind of that respectful boundary of that they are wild animals.
It's their place, we're just
Exactly. This is their home, and we are kind of contained where they wander around and on their preserve.
Is the yawning myth of the lion, like the lion yawns and the pride yawns, is that a myth that's like real? Do you know what I'm talking about?
You know, I never really noticed that, but they do actually, they sleep about 20 hours out of the day, and this is an adaptation to conserve energy. You taught me something.
You thought you were
Learn something new every day.
No, I'm importing information also.
Well, I appreciate that.
From the wilds of Africa to wetlands of the western Palm Beaches, our eco-adventure continues on the Loxahatchee Slough. If you're into earth-friendly adventures, Palm Beach County has it all. This county has over 31,000 acres of untouched spaces, but none are bigger than the Loxahatchee Slough Natural Area. It makes up about a third of the county's preserved wilderness, and it's home to 9 different ecosystems, including prairies, marshes, and swamps. Best of all, you can hike it, bike it, or paddle it. Are you ready?
We're in the Loxahatchee Slough. We're on the Loxahatchee Blueway,
Yes.
which is a system of kayak and paddle trails.
What makes this so unique, this little stretch of area here?
I'd say it's probably the wildlife. Down here in South Florida, you know, a lot of agencies have worked to go and maintain and improve wetlands. We say that birds are the way that we both measure and the treasure of our ecosystems. It's really one of those things that if you're into birding, you will always see birds out here, and also it's a great place to fish. I mean,
Right. What are you learning about the ecosystem while you're out here?
I mean, you're learning a little bit of everything. We really followed a path down here that people have been traveling for over 5,000 years. So indigenous people that lived on the inlet would come down the river, through the slough, into the Everglades, and it was a major corridor. And they could also go north into Lake Okeechobee and up Kissimmee River. So we're following in the paths of people for 5,000 years.
A lot of history here.
A lot of history here. You know, we got a lot of good wetland habitat. People go to Everglades National Park to see, you know, roseate spoonbills and great blue herons and things, and we have them right here in our backyard, so.
Cool thing about these areas, right, is that you can come out here in a matter of minutes and you're in the middle of this amazing wilderness, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, you can come out and spend a half hour and not see a person or a car, or, you know, be basically out in the middle of nature and kind of resettle yourself, or if you want to spend all day, you can come out all day.
How far that this actually connects?
If you go on the biking, you can actually go all the way up to Jonathan Dixon State Park. You can go south through our Loxahatchee Slough and into Grassy Water and Apoe. It's a full day's ride if you're on your bike.
Okay. So talk to me about the natural area. How big are we talking here?
The connector piece, this is part of the Yago Wildway system.
Okay.
So this particular trail that we're on is a 10-mile segment. So it connects different natural areas.
And I can bike it, I can hike it.
You can ride your horse.
I can ride my horse. Thank God. I was wondering where I could ride my horse. Can you fish here? Mm-hmm. You can.
I mean, I'm a bad fisher person, so
Right.
you could try though.
Well, nobody said you're catching. I just said, can you fish?
Yes.
You can fish. You
You
can put
can
your line
fish.
in the water.
Definitely.
Not necessarily catch anything. So, Melissa, I have biked, I have kayaked, and now we're at the top of this, what seems to be the tallest place I think I've been in Palm Beach County. So tell me a little bit about where we are right now.
So we're at the Loxahatchee Slough Natural Area, the brand new public use facilities, and this is meant to be kind of the destination for folks.
Sure.
And a place for them to rest and, you know, take a look and take in, you know, a portion of the Loxahatchee Slough. And so what we tried to do with our trail system here is we have a short loop, a longer loop, a loop that connects to that Ocean Lake Trail. And then if you access that Ocean Lake Trail, you can connect into our Yago Wildways. So it's all about connectivity. Yago Wildways can take you to Riverbend. This is the headwaters of the Loxahatchee River, which has a story that can be told best by Benji Stu.
This public land system that surrounds the river is really the lifeblood of the river itself. The public land system, the swamps, the pineland, is what feeds the river water, especially when it needs it most in the dry season. And I'm so happy to say that because of all the restoration efforts that have happened surrounding the river is healing itself. We're right here on the Ocean to Lake hiking trail. This trail is one of these trails of regional significance, and it passes completely through the Yago Wildways public land system. It's a 63-mile hiking trail that goes from Lake Okeechobee all the way to the Atlantic Ocean, and it travels through the watershed of the wild and scenic Loxahatchee River.
Let's jump from a protected wetland in the western throes of Palm Beach to some protected critters at the Loggerhead Marine Life Center. Honey is a natural antibiotic that's been used for thousands of years for its healing properties. And for over 35 years, the folks here at the Loggerhead Marine Life Center have used honey to heal wounds on endangered and threatened sea turtles, along with providing ocean education and conservation. It's no wonder these guys are so sweet. Let's take a look inside.
With wounds in the turtles, the wounds are always infected when they come in, even a fresh wound, because it's been in the salt water, it's going to be infected.
Yeah.
So we have to treat to control the infection, and several of the things we use, one is called Tricide to help control infection, but we also use the honey that we apply. Honey is the only food product that never spoils.
Right, natural antibiotic.
It's natural antibiotics to it, and the bacteria can't develop resistance to it.
What kind of injuries are you seeing when you're bringing them in? What's the normal kind of?
Well, in the way of injuries, we see some natural injuries such as shark bites and things like that. Unfortunately, the more common injuries that we see are trauma from boat strikes, which does a lot of damage to the turtles as well. Another thing that we see that's human related is we find a lot of plastic in the turtles that the turtles are eating out there.
Okay, so that's where some of the education conservation side comes in here, to sort of educate us on how we're kind of ruining the ocean little by little, which is not a great thing. So before I get into that, walking around here, it's amazing. How many different types of turtles actually are there that are coming in?
There's only 7 species of sea turtles in the whole world.
Yeah.
6 of them we've seen here. Our whole goal is to educate the whole world about the plight of the turtles, but also the plight of the ocean.
On a daily basis, you do programs here. Can you give me a little bit of a sense of, because I know you do beach cleanups and things like that, how are those sort of laid out?
We've got about 120 different programs.
Wow.
We have over 400 volunteers that help us on a regular basis.
Katie, you are going to educate me in the art of beach cleanup.
Okay,
Yes.
yes.
You've been doing this how long?
Basically my whole life, but officially as a job for 2 years.
Okay, so you're an expert, right? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So what am I looking for specifically? Is there specific things that I should be looking for?
So what we kind of encourage everyone to look for doing beach cleanups is pieces of plastic. So any piece of plastic. Once that plastic enters the ocean or enters the marine environment, it will never ever go away unless it's directly removed.
Now, how often do you do these beach cleanups?
So we have beach cleanups that are open to the public every 3rd Saturday of the month here at Loggerhead Marine Life Center. Also looking through all this sargassum seaweed that's up here now. Yeah,
right there. No, that's a, oh yeah,
so
right
that
here.
piece, yeah, that one's. And it is always hard to tell what is natural and what is plastic, but we sort through every single piece of debris that gets brought back to Loggerhead after every beach cleanup. Yeah, toothbrush.
Wow, toothbrush, look at that. Somebody really into hygiene needed a toothbrush at the beach. Okay, so we weren't out there for that long, but we've already done pretty good here.
We did. This is a good one, and as you can see, it's basically all plastic. 100% of post-hatchling sea turtles that we find here at Loggerhead Marine Life Center, they have plastics in their stomachs, and these triangular bite marks are actually hatchling beaks.
Man, oh man. Okay, so that will go in there.
That will go right in there,
Boom,
yeah.
right?
And then your toothbrush that you found.
You needed that,
So we document it. It actually has its own category. These are really interesting, and there's something we've been finding a lot of. These are lollipop
sticks, yeah.
And they're plastic, and we're finding them everywhere.
Oh, those kids.
Everywhere.
All right.
So when we do sort this, we'll record everything on a data sheet that has over 30 categories.
Wow.
So we'll normally, record
every
it all,
piece?
every single piece. Our conservation volunteers are so dedicated.
You need a statistician for that.
We do.
Speaking of the beach, you've seen them in the sky along the coast. Nope, not a bird or a plane. It's kiteboarders. Let's go give it a try. Jeremy, in one of the either best ideas or best excuses for a job I've ever heard of, you get to kiteboard all day? Is that what you do for a living?
That's pretty much what I could do, yeah.
Wow. But what made you think, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll make a business out of this?
I had learned some different techniques, and I struggled a lot learning on my own. I did take some lessons locally, and that helped a lot. But I found a lot of different ways and approaches that helped me, and I helped teach some buddies. And then it just took off from there.
I've never done any of this before.
You're going to be just fine.
Yeah. So you teach beginners. You bring pros in. Do pros ever come in?
Yeah, we've taught everything from beginner all the way to advanced, and even taught pro riders and helped them win competitions.
Okay.
A lot of times people just want an introduction to the sport, like you're going to experience today.
Right.
And it's perfectly fine to come down here to the beach, and we'll get the kite flying, and we'll learn the basics. We call that a ground lesson.
Okay. So before we get going here, tell me just the parts that I need.
You'll have the board. You'll have a harness. You'll have a bar and lines that will connect you to the kite, and then you'll have a kite depending on the conditions of various sizes. And now wherever the kite goes, you need to go. Get square to it.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. And we're gonna fly it on this side for a little bit. Subtle inputs. As the kite starts to move, you give it a little bit of feedback. Now pull right. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. It is so cool to have all of this out here and be so close to like where I could live, right? This could become my backyard.
Yes.
This is a really rare thing, right?
Yes.
Tell me about this.
This is basically a habitat that Palm Beach County has been able to preserve. It's one of our South Florida natural resources, the scrub. It's one of the most rarest habitats left because up and down our East Coast, people built.
Sure.
So this is one of those rare places that you can come to and kind of connect and get back into nature within steps from civilization.
It's incredible.
You can go to sites that are more of an urban natural area such as this, or way out west into more of our larger tracts where there's wetlands.
Sure.
And so,
which is cool, but I love the fact that I could be at home and then 5 minutes later I could be in the middle of like you don't even
that's right.
You don't even know you're in an area and there's anybody here.
Right.
Tell me about all the different species of animals that I can encounter. Do you have that in your lexicon of
So
knowledge?
there's numerous plants and animals that call this property home. Many are endangered, like the gopher tortoise and scrub jay. So, you know, they are here, this is their home.
Right.
So as you walk a trail, you may encounter one of those species. And so it's so important to protect their home.
I can walk through here.
Yes.
I can jog, I can run through here. When can I get in here?
So the gates open to the parking lot at sunrise and they close at sunset, and this is free.
Amazing.
There's no cost to come here on any of our properties, on any one of those 31,000 acres. They are free. So I always encourage people, you know, take a look, see what's near your house. Maybe there's a site on your way to work that you drive by every day.
And you don't even think
and you
about
don't
it.
even know it's, yeah, you don't think about
Right.
it. Stop by, take a walk.
Jen, Mike, I feel immediately hat challenged standing beside the two of you because I was not told that I would need a hat to jog. Okay. If I jog, do I get to have a hat like yours and legs like her? Do I get that if I start jogging? Is that part of?
Yes.
I was going to say, first of all, you can't say the term jog
Yeah.
because that's highly offensive to
is it-
all runners.
To a runner. Oh, well, no. I was specifically speaking about myself because I don't get past a really light jog. That's what I do.
Okay.
So, okay, and you've got apparatus going on, very
I do.
serious.
It's a water.
Water backpack.
vessel. Yep,
Yeah,
as
very
you
good.
can see.
Tell me a little bit about how your life as a runner is in Palm Beach County.
There's actually a lot of beautiful trails in Palm Beach County, quite a few natural areas, this being one of them at Jupiter Ridge.
Jupiter Ridge, yes.
And so we do actually a couple of events ranging from half marathons up to 50 milers at this site.
50 miles.
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah.
It's all in this area?
Yeah.
All
Wow.
here. Yes.
So that's a commitment, isn't it?
Yes.
That's why you need the
Yeah,
apparatus.
now I understand why you need it. Yeah. The straw hat and the suction
Exactly.
tube. So tons of trails, and you do races, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you do this like all the time, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you organize these races yourselves, or
Yes.
yes, you do? Well, this is fantastic. So you now
Mm-hmm.
get to train this guy.
I think we should just go as fast as
Go.
we can
Let's
to
do
the
it.
top of the
Let's-
hill. And
let's
if
do
you're
it.
not throwing up at the top, we do it again.
Okay.
We are also going to go to the highest natural point in Palm Beach County.
That's where we're gonna jog. Oh. Yeah.
Pretty exciting, right?
Yeah, you guys continue to do that. I'm gonna go back to my cushy life as a host. Congratulations, this was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Likewise.
All right,
pleasure.
Is there a masseuse that comes on around the end of the race?
Yeah, you just go right down
Gotcha.
there.
Where's the bar? Palm Beach County is known for its award-winning park system, which offers a wide range of leisure activities. With over 8,000 acres of parkland to discover, there's something for all ages and interests. You have done something that I think the majority of people strive for in their lives, and that is to make a living out of having fun, right? Because you strike me as just like a big kid.
Well, you're absolutely right. I've never worked a day in my life. Partnered up with Greg Norman Jr., and this is our second location, but we couldn't be more proud to be out here in Palm Beach County with our Shark Wake Park 561 out here in Okehilly Park. And this is a great Florida time experience, you know, to come out here and do water ski activities all year long.
As a beginner, you have, obviously, you can bring people in slowly to this, right?
Absolutely. We have a ton of really good programs and really great coaches out here that really make it easy for the beginner rider to come out and just learn how to do it.
No flipping or diving, no swimming under the rafts, no rough housing or horseplay. Do not bring any sharp objects out there, and please use the yellow and green steps, like these 6 ones up front, to get up onto the raft when you fall.
Down a little bit. Huh?
You can swim out when you're ready.
Oh, there's swimming involved? Oh.
Yes, there is.
Over here is this aqua park. Tell me about the aqua park a little bit, because that seems a little bit more my speed.
Yeah, the aqua park is an inflatable obstacle course.
Perfect.
Anybody can do it. Just got to be 7 years old, 45 inches tall, know how to
meet
swim.
both of those requirements. It's fantastic.
It's a really great workout. If you touch every piece out there, you've touched over 96 different features. Wow. You know, there's monkey bars, rock climbing walls, rappelling walls. So it's meant for everybody.
Right. For the punies, we can still do it, and it's fun.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay.
There you go, perfect. Now take a seat.
Oh, sure, yeah. No problem. Yeah, take a seat. Okay. Got it.
Once we feel the pull from the cable, we're putting all that weight on our back foot and bending our knees nice and low, letting the handle out nice and slow, okay?
Shut up.
Just think about it like this. When it starts to pull you, that's when you're gonna stay nice and low. Stand tall and you'll fall, stay low and you'll go, all right?
Okay.
Alrighty, this one is you.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Not bad for a beginner.
This park is huge. Okehili is like massive. What are the different things I can do here when I come into the park?
Yeah, so Okehili is huge. It's about 1,700 acres of parkland. So there's a north side and a south side. So there's Jim Brandon Equestrian Center on the south side. Yep, for horses, exactly.
I just want to make sure for people
for
that don't.
horse owners, yeah, and people who enjoy horses. So there's Okehili Nature Center. There is a BMX track, kayaking and canoeing options. There are bike trails.
Pretty much anything you want to do outdoors you can do in this park, it sounds like. You get a lot of families, obviously. This is a wonderful place to bring the family. Yep.
Right, and we get golfers, we get you know, the elderly, people who enjoy all sorts of different activities.
And do you know how many different animals are located within the park?
Within the park?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there's of hundreds of different varieties of animals. I mean, at the Nature Center alone, they have birds of prey, so falcons, hawks, owls. There are gopher tortoises, you know, reptiles and birds all over the park.
In the Nature Center, the families bring their kids and they teach them a little bit about the...
Yeah, so it's a free nature center. Nature Center is a popular site for school groups that love to come and just bring their groups over here and learn about the animals. Because the animals are ambassadors, all of them. They weren't purchased, they were rescued.
So, okay, so if I'm a tourist and I come to this area, to Palm Beach County, what's something that I can see and do here that I can't do somewhere else in another park?
Well, one of my favorite things is you can see deer in Florida. I mean, there's a deer enclosure right here. It's just about a mile or so down this trail. Their food is on timer, so they come out at different times of the day, and you can actually go on that trail.
I can actually see them like come out and in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
fun.
That's pretty cool. And I mean, another thing is this park has basically something for everybody.
Right.
So whether you're adventurous or you just kind of want to stroll along and see some nature, whatever you want to do, this park has something for you.
I love it. This place is awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about how this all came about here.
So about 30 years ago, a group of passionate parents got into the BMX groove and had built some dirt jumps out here. And then they started a nonprofit and propositioned the county to give them this property. And
so
here
parents
we are.
did this?
Yes, 100% volunteers.
So they went, you know what, my kid likes to ride, I'm gonna dig up and make some mountains and hills, and that was it.
That was it.
Crazy. How many students are coming through here?
Through the week, we have about 800 riders.
How many volunteers run this total? What do you have?
We have 14 people on the board, and then it takes about 30 other parents that are passionate about the sport that come out every night to support our racers and riders. I mean, we have everything from no pedal bikes to pedal bikes. So we've got children from 1 year all the way up to 70 years old.
1-year-olds come out here?
Yes, we do.
Because I kind of I'm a little intimidated. Should I be worried?
No, you shouldn't be worried at all. We've got this. We do require that you wear a long sleeve shirt,
Got
and long
it.
pants, and closed-toed shoes.
Got 'em,
So
got it. I am a prototype.
You are a pro.
All right. Well, it is encouraging to watch all these kids. And the amazing thing is, there's a ton of girls here.
They race with the boys. Some race faster than the boys.
You have coaching here, right?
Yes, we do.
So they can learn here and then go race across the country.
They sure can, and a lot of these riders do. A lot of these riders spend their weekends traveling throughout the United States representing Okehili VMX.
Whoa.
Thanks for coming out, Frank.
Absolutely. This is great. Thank you very much.
From cute kids on bikes, to cute kids on the mat, to recreational hidden gems, we found adventures big and small. I'm Frank Licari, and we hope you'll join us the next time we go on the town in the Palm Beaches. Now, is there one of these guys?
No.
No. Is that?
These guys are extinct.
Yes. Yeah, that would be scary, right?
It would be.
But it'd be impressive if you had one.
It would be.
This program was brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches. Visit thepalmbeaches.tv for more information.